Okay, so task 2, I was the winner, and it was, I think it was about 70 odd K flight. A lot of milling around at the start. I got a good start. We pushed forwards to try and get the turn point, which actually wasn't that advantageous, but we did pick up lots of lift along the way, although it was straight into wind. So I was in the lead, at the front of the lead gaggle, but we did notice Mads and a guy on a Niviuk low and about 4K ahead of us, and they struggled due to being a little bit low. And once we got a turn point, I picked up the speed a little because we had a lot of pilots behind us, right? So I knew we could try and snag some extra lift along the way, just to try and pick up the pace, and ended up in a small gaggle with Innes and Mads and the guy on the Niviuk, and we just tried to get away from the main gaggle, really. So we got a good climb on the way out to B20 and pretty much straight lined across there. Mads actually took a different line, came in on the cliffs and joined with us, so he did really well. At B20 we had a huge climb, and whenever I was able to look down at 6 metres, but we all got about 9 on the averager when we looked afterwards. I was a little confused as to where we go next and headed off in the wrong direction for a little while, but once I worked out where I was going, I found myself about 3K back because I'd gone the wrong way. But I was able to take a better line across the lake under some clouds, so I re-caught the leaders. We had a long, about 12K glide into a bit of wind, me, Mads and Innes, all the way back up to the head of the San Andre Valley, where me and Mads were pretty much together, and we got what was going to be what we hoped would be our final climb, with one more glide into wind to take the final turn point. As it turned out, there was a lot of wind coming over this spined ridge, and we were fortunate to clear it. A few people didn't and went down there. I was able to get a little bit. I just got lucky, got some more lift than Mads, and so he was stuck in the Venturi, and him and Innes had to kind of soar to the turn point to take it, whereas I was a little bit above that wind, so I was able to come out of the turn point more quickly. Craig at this stage had sneaked in from nowhere, the little scamp, and had actually got in the lead, but again he was that little bit lower, and I basically just did him on the bar. It was a case of who dared push the most bar into goal. So I think I beat him by about a few seconds, not very much at all. So yeah, great fun day, really nice conditions all the way, just a little stressy at the end, but a little bit of stress never hurt anyone.